Hey guys, Stone here with Nintendo Life, and today I just want to give you a quick video breaking down the Nintendo Direct and everything that was announced. So I'm gonna just show some video footage for you guys here, and I'm gonna announce and just break down for you everything released and announced during the Nintendo Direct. But let's go ahead and get started just real quick here. First off, we got a announcement that we're getting a new Mario movie. It is going to be the Mario Galaxy movie, releasing in spring of 2026. So that's very, very exciting. I find it interesting that they skipped from just Super Mario Bros. Straight to Mario Galaxy, but I digress. It'll be absolutely peak. I am really looking forward to that. Second off, we are getting a Mario Galaxy and Mario Galaxy 2 bundle port to the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 systems. That will be out October 2nd. Next up, we are getting a new Mario Tennis game called Mario Tennis Fever. It is exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2. And it is a new Mario Tennis game with fever rackets that do special abilities and all that stuff. And it releases February 12th of 2026. So be looking forward to that. Mario Bros. Wonder is getting a DLC for the Nintendo Switch 2. We're getting a Switch 2 edition called Meetup in Bella Bell Park. So we're going to have some new game modes and features added to Mario Wonder, along with the frame rate boost and all that stuff standard. And that will be coming in spring of 26. We do not know a release date yet. Next up, we got an exclusive Yoshi game announced for the Nintendo Switch 2 called Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. Of course, it's a new Yoshi adventure where a book falls from the sky and you have to travel into the book, kind of like Mario 64 with the paintings it reminded me of. And you jump into the book and you have a bunch of 2D platformer levels. So that game looks really fun, and I'm looking forward to that. It's also coming in spring of 26. We do not have a official release date yet. Next up, Metroid Prime 4 is finally been announced with a release date. We are getting a Switch and a Switch 2 version with an official release date of December 4th, 2025. So I am so looking forward to that game. Metroid is one of my favorite game series, and I am super excited to play that. I will be playing that live on Twitch when it comes out, so I'll see you then. But it has a way different game style. It's open and it's expansive. It has a motorcycle. Samus has a motorcycle now, which I think is freaking sick. And of course, the Switch 2 version has the upgraded visuals. We have some Kirby Air Riders announcements with new amiibo that are hot swappable. So it reminds me of the Toys to Life with the ships. And you could switch the ships. I'm trying to remember the name of that game. I can't remember the name. I'll put a picture on screen if I remember, but it reminds me of that. But the amiibo characters will be hot swappable with the actual base, which I think is really cool. We have some new announcements on Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, the sequel to the previous Hyrule Warriors game. It is going to be releasing November 6th of 2025. And we'll get some more lore on the Tears of the Kingdom imprisoning war and all that stuff. So I'm very excited for that game too. We're getting a new Fire Emblem game called Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. It's going to be on the Switch 2, and it's the new mainline Fire Emblem game announced for 2026. We have some new announcements on Pokemon Legends ZA, releasing October 16th of 2025, and a DLC already released, which I don't know when that's coming out yet, but it already has DLC announced, which is absolutely crazy. We're getting a new game in the Pokemon series called Pokemon Pokopia, and it is if Animal Crossing merged with Pokemon. You play as a girl that is a Ditto turned into a girl, and or disguised as a girl, whatever you want to say, and creates an island for Pokemon to live on. So it is literally if Pokemon merged with Animal Crossing New Horizons. It looks absolutely peak, and I cannot wait to play. We're getting a Switch 2 version of Stardew Valley, which is going to allow for 4-player split screen, game share support, enhanced online features, and mouse controls now added. So that's very exciting. Donkey Kong Bonanza has a new DLC announced called DK Island and Emerald Rush. It is going to be $20, and it is like you team up with the enemy. I haven't played Donkey Kong Bonanza yet, but I really need to. You team up with Void Kong, and you go around smashing emerald gems in certain allotted times. when you try and beat records and stuff. It looks really fun. We're getting a new edition in the Resident Evil series called Resident Evil Requiem for the Switch 2. We're also getting a Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil Village Gold Edition for the Switch 2. And that will be releasing February 27th of 2026. So that's exciting as well for Resident Evil fans. We're getting a Hades 2 port to the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch 2 exclusively. So that is very excited. On September 25th, 2025. Hades is peak. Go play it. It's actually peak. Hades and Hades 2 are peak. So we are getting a Hades 2 port, which is really exciting. Tomodachi Life Living the Dream was announced to spring 2026 instead of just 2026. So we got a slightly more narrow release window. So we kind of know where it's going to be releasing, but not super much. We're getting the Final Fantasy IV remake. So that's exciting. Or not 4. Final Fantasy 4. Final Fantasy 7. Sorry. Not Final Fantasy 4. Final Fantasy 7. We're getting a Final Fantasy 7 remake. Switch 2 edition. So that's exciting. Getting Dragon Quest 7 reimagined. So that's exciting. And we are, of course, getting the Virtual Boy Virtual Console games on the Switch 2 and Switch. So you can get this Virtual Boy accessory to put your Switch or Switch 2 in and play the original 14 games released in the United States for the Virtual Boy. So I find that really interesting that they gave Virtual Boy for that. And if you want to know more about my thoughts and opinions on them releasing Virtual Boy instead of Wii or DS, there'll be a video in the card up here somewhere. I don't know. But those are all of your announcements for this Nintendo Direct. My thoughts on this Nintendo Direct, you can go watch my reaction. I'll link it below. But my thoughts, this Direct was peak. It's one of the best Directs I've seen in a while. I'm not going to count the Switch 2 Direct because that was, everyone had mixed feelings on that. I liked the Switch 2 Direct, but I will say this is the first actual like game showcase Direct that I have enjoyed in quite a while. All of the new games here look peak. I'm just really scared about the prices. That scares me. Also, when you're getting a Rosalina storybook, we're getting a physical version of Rosalina's storybook from Mario Galaxy, and we are getting a talking flower from Mario Wonder. We're getting that as an actual like toy, like item that you can buy that actually speaks to you. So that's interesting too. I found that very interesting. But other than that, those are your announcements for the past Nintendo Direct. I hope you enjoyed this quick video. My name's Stone, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.